So there are always figures being thrown around, and economists say this, and we get ministers saying that. But what does tourism mean for the ordinary man in the street? How does it affect the ordinary person in the street?
In two ways: as a consumer of tourism goods and services, but also as a participant in the economy. If you look at the ownership and control patterns of tourism in the country, or maybe it's globally, then it's normally your rich classes, and in our cases, a specific class of people, because they have access to land, access to resources, to loans, etc. So you have almost cartels of people benefiting from tourism at the upper end. You hear almost like the story of one of the private game reserves next to the Kruger, who already made billions of rands out of tourism, and now in a restitution case, almost 1 billion rand is given in this restitution case, as a demonstration of the ownerships and control. But the ordinary people do benefit. We have seen Cape Town and Cape Town surrounding a lot of people who are now tour operators, specialist tourists, bed and breakfasts, etc. But they do compete in a global economy, but they also compete in a historical, unbalanced, unequal kind of access to resources situation. And if government is serious about tourism, and tourism is a big contributor to the South African economy, it's surpassed gold as an exporter in 2 years ago, then it should look at how do we restructure the industry to that ordinary people benefit more out of it. And I'm talking about participant in the economy, not necessarily as a patron, as somebody who enjoy the fruits of tourism. But it's a complex story, and I think politicians must be careful not to raise expectations too much, like again the case of the private game reserve, where there will be a transitional plan to empower the community to run that thing. But there are issues of sustainability, access to markets, because tourism is a fickle industry. You don't need tourism, you want tourism. So you can't force people to come and consume your game reserve or your tour or your B&B.